What is going on, everybody? James Blight Tech Community here, and today I'm going to bring you my review of the Amazon Echobuds 2. I'm going to be telling you about the good, the bad, and the ugly of these Echobuds and let you know if you should be picking these up and if you actually own a pair of Airpods, whether or not you should be upgrading to these, or if you should just get yourself some AirPod 3s or AirPod Pros. So let's just jump into it right now. So as you can see here, these are the Echobuds 2. They have a very kind of AirPod Pro style design. Like I said in my previous video, you could definitely tell it is thicker here, and definitely there's some differences. There is not a metal hinge, it's all plastic design, like I said in my previous video. And this honestly is not a bad case. It actually feels really good in the hands, feels very weighty, doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel like it's gonna break if I just drop it, which is great. Honestly, I think the design and the feel of the case is really good. Now, the case does come in two different versions. They got the wired version right here that I picked up for 50 bucks. And they actually have a wireless version that has not only the USB-C port, but also the ability to put this on any Qi wireless charger, and you're good to go, and it will charge pretty well from there. Now, once you open this up, you'll see the green light in the front, as well as you'll see, once these start charging, you'll see the two green lights on the inside as well. Now, these don't go red to green like I originally thought they were going to go, which I thought would be kind of interesting if they did, because it'd be kind of nice to know, like, okay, once it's green, they're fully charged. And if it's red, it means there's still a little bit of low battery in there. So honestly, it's not that big of a deal. A little bit of a thing I would like to have seen on here, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Now, when it comes to the buds themselves, the buds are definitely an upgrade from the previous gen of the Amazon Echo Buds. They fit right in the ear perfectly fine. You just kind of twist right there. Now, the weird thing with my ears, honestly, and I don't know if you guys have the same problem out there, but the smalls, they fit the small size rubber ear tips right here. They fit my ears pretty well. But when I did the ear fit test, it gets a fair to good range on the seal, which unfortunately I think affects the active noise canceling. But when I put the medium-sized ear tips in my ear, it says it gets a good to great seal, but the problem is that the seal, it honestly hurts my ears because I can feel that pressure in there. Even with the vented, because that's the thing too, is they also even have a little vent right here, kind of similar to, I don't know how well it's going to come up here on camera. Probably not that well. But, oh, there's that little tiny dot right there, which is the vent here. That it works very similar to the AirPod Pros, where it's a vented design where it relieves some of that pressure, which I do notice a relief of some of the pressure. But when I'm using the bigger ear tip that the test says it's better for my ear for the seal, I honestly end up noticing quite the difference in, I guess, ear pain. So I end up going with the small ones here, which, like I said earlier, with the active noise canceling, it definitely has affected it, because by using these ones and I don't get as good of a seal, I sometimes kind of wonder if the active noise canceling is even on or not. And there's a very slight difference when it comes to the active noise canceling versus having it on or off. Now, the one thing I will say that these really excel in is the transparency mode, because honestly, right now when I have them both in and like this, and once they both pair up, hold this down here. So right now, noise cancellation is on. I could tell a little bit of a difference. I could tell it sounds a little more muffled, but nothing too major. Nothing, because I've tried the AirPod Pros. Those are amazing. And even my Hesh ANCs, actually, when it comes to the active noise canceling, are definitely better than these. But like I said earlier, where it excels in is definitely going to be the transparency mode, which on here it's called pass-through. So you'll hear you hear Alexa basically say pass through on. Now I can hear my own voice right here. It does sound a little bit weird, but it definitely comes in really clear. And the cool thing is in the Alexa app, you can actually adjust how much of the transparency mode works. Now, I really wish they actually had the ability to actually adjust the active noise canceling, because active noise canceling on this is better than this. Even on the AirPods Pros, the AirPod Pros are better than the active noise canceling on here as well. But when it comes to this, the pass-through mode on this is nowhere near as good as is on here. So it's kind of a give and take. If you like to have a pass-through mode and like to be able to hear your surroundings, and that matters more to you than the active noise canceling, these are going to definitely work. These are actually pretty awesome in my personal opinion. Now, these do also come with the wing tips as well. So if the earbuds don't really stay in your ears that well, with that you could use either the small or the large ear tips, and you should be good to go on that. It will hold them in just fine. I do notice a little bit, kind of these will wiggle, especially the right one here will actually wiggle out of my ear a little bit, especially once I do a lot of movement, whether I'm working out or just walking around or just turning my head. Over time, this will start to fall out. I do kind of have a feeling, sometimes when that pressure is relieved out of here, I do have the feeling of it falling out, but it actually isn't. So it's kind of a little hit or miss there, whether the earbud will fall out or not. Everybody's ear is different, so you might have the issue, you might not. When it comes to sound quality, these honestly blow the first gen and second gen AirPods out of the water. Bass is great on this. You can actually adjust the different sound levels, the bass, the treble, and everything you need to adjust right there. The sound quality in these is absolutely amazing. For you, especially for 50 bucks, I'm not gonna lie. That's a steal in my personal opinion. $50 for that is great. Now, the thing is that the thing I don't really like about these is the fact that, yes, it's great to have Alexa in your ear and basically be able to use all that. But someone such as myself who is really heavily in the Apple ecosystem, still, the voice assistant on this is more useful to me. Now, granted, Siri has definitely had her ups and downs and things like that, though, as far as the usefulness. But when you're in the Apple ecosystem, having Siri available is going to be way more useful than having Alexa available paired to your phone, because there's just so much more that Siri can do versus Alexa when it comes to phone tasks. Being able to read messages, being able to send text messages, being able to make phone calls, FaceTime calls, just anything you need to do, basically do different tasks via the HomeKit. And just basically being able to use this with your iPhone just beats this. But if you're someone who's not really into using all the smart features in the voice assistant, this is not that bad. And that's the other thing too. When it comes to the voice assistant, I can actually pair my AirPods here to my Apple Watch, to my phone, my iPad, my laptop, and still be able to use Siri regardless of what device it's on. This, on the other hand, the Alexa voice assistant will only work on a device that actually has the Alexa app. So if I use it on my phone, no problem. If I use it on my iPad, no problem. But if I use it on something like my Apple Watch, Alexa's nowhere to be found on here. You can't use it. I tried using Alexa with my Apple Watch, and it just won't work. I don't know if there's workaround around that, or if there's just an app or something I just haven't found that hasn't worked. I for whatever reason, it will not work on a device. Now, you can pair it via Bluetooth with the pairing button here on the back, and just pair this like you would pair any other pair of headphones. But the only downside is, though, the selling point is being able to have Alexa in your ear along with the active noise canceling and the pass-through mode. If one of your major features with your earbuds is that it doesn't work on some devices, while your competitors, now granted, yes, your competitors are at a more expensive price, but they kind of they streamline and work on so many more things. Now, yes, I know with Apple, you're definitely paying that Apple tax. You're paying a premium price, in my opinion, for a premium product, whether it's the first gen, second gen, third gen Pros, or even the AirPod Maxes, with how ridiculous the price those are. You're definitely paying a premium for those. So they should actually have those kind of features in them, in my personal opinion. Where with these are honestly, like I said, I got these for 50 bucks. At that price, it's a steal, because considering the fact that most people are going to probably use these on their phones anyway, not a lot of people are going to be pairing up to their Apple Watch or their laptop or things like that. But none that most people are going to use this on their phone, and most people in this day and age have an Alexa device somewhere in their house. These are going to be a good pair of headset. Now, like I said, if you're looking to have something to completely replace your AirPods, these are not going to be it. Let's just be honest here. These are not going to completely replace your AirPods, especially if you're on the Apple ecosystem. You're going to be disappointed with what these can do versus what these can do. Now, like I said, sound quality, this definitely beats out these 100% when it comes to sound quality. When it comes to pass-through mode, obviously these beat the first and second gen and third gens too, because, well, let's just say they don't have pass-through mode, they don't have active noise canceling. So these win in that department. And also, let's just face facts. Knowing that you can actually get active noise canceling and pass-through mode at 50 bucks versus AirPods, like what are AirPods? I don't even know what AirPods are now. I'll put the current price up here on the screen, what AirPods are going for right now. But I guarantee you the AirPods Pros are not going for 50 bucks. They're going for definitely a lot more than 50 bucks. So knowing that you can get active noise canceling and pass-through mode for only $50 is great. And the fact that you can also buy the wireless charging case separately later on down the line, honestly, will save you a few bucks too. Because if you buy this for 50 bucks, get the wireless charging case, you're still paying less than you would if you actually bought them together. Because the wireless charging version of these earbuds is actually 139 bucks. You're paying 140 bucks total for this same exact package here, just with the wireless charging. But if you bought them separately right now, as they are, with being $50, and bought the wireless case later, you will actually pay less in the long run. So that's just my take on these. Honestly, when it comes to the echobuds 2, I think they're a good buy, especially for 50 bucks. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest with you guys here, I might end up returning these just because I don't see myself really using these a lot more than I use these, especially with how much I am in the Apple ecosystem. So I definitely will probably end up returning these. But like I said before, if you're not someone who's heavily in the Apple ecosystem, or you're someone who just doesn't care and just wants to get a good pair of earbuds and doesn't want to break the bank by buying some AirPod Pros, definitely the echobuds 2 are a good buy, especially at 50 bucks. I'm sorry, you just can't beat that. So this has been my review and personal opinions on the Amazon echobuds 2. If you guys plan on picking one of these up, definitely hit the link down in the description below. And if you guys already have a pair of the echobuds 2, let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of these? Do you guys think these are great? Do you guys think these are kind of okay? Or do you guys think these are absolute trash? I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And as always, it's been James Below Tech. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.